I'm joined now by Hatem Bazian. He is a professor of Islamic law at the University of California, Berkeley. Thanks so much for being with us. I mean, given what has been done in the last 4 years, do you see any chance for reversal in favor of Palestine should Trump leave office?
I don't think that there will be any fundamental shift between Democrats and Republicans, between Biden and Trump. I think in here what we're dealing with the Democratic Party and the Republican Party is that basically they rotate between either the Labor Party of Israel and the Likud Party. So the Likud is more associated with the Republicans, and the Labor is more associated with the Democrats. And when it comes to Israel, I think the apparatus in the U.S. of AIPAC, of major supporters and funders of both Democratic and Republicans, will maintain Israel's interests as being the utmost. What will be different is that Biden might be open to pressure from outside, considering that in the grassroots of the Democratic Party, there's an increased focus on trying to push for Palestine and for Palestinian rights. In this sense, it will come down to the ability of the grassroots to push a Biden administration to possibly change direction, and already promised Biden that he will renew funding for UNRWA. He did not commit himself to removing the embassy, but there are things in there that he is susceptible to pressure. So that's the only difference at this particular time between a Biden and Trump when it comes to Palestine.
Right. But I mean, a change in direction, what does that amount to really for what Palestinians want in the end game here? I mean, I've even heard very liberal Israelis who went to bat endlessly for a two-state solution now say that it's over. We just can't get there anymore. We need to try to see Israel even as a secular state, stop identifying itself as a Jewish state, and incorporate the Palestinians as equal citizens, all equal under the law. That's what I'm hearing now is a more realistic solution from some than even a two-state solution. I don't know. Do you think that's something the United States could get behind? Because it feels like the two-state solution from the U.S. perspective won't be able to work anymore.
Well, I think we need to all admit that the two-state solution is a dead proposal right now, and it's been killed by Netanyahu and the right-wing Israeli political establishment, building settlements, creating facts on the ground, bypass road, the apartheid wall, annexing the Jordan Valley, annexing the Golan Heights. So they made sure that the two-state solution is buried and 6 feet under. But at the same time, we have to actually ask the question, what type of a political arrangement can reach? I think increasingly people are saying that what we need is a one state that includes all the people that are currently living in historical Palestine, which would be, right now, the population is 50% Jewish and 50% Palestinian, Christian, and Muslim. So there are some that are arguing for a one-state solution. What is critical for us at this point is to actually center Palestinian rights, center their call for justice, freedom, equality, center for their rights to return to their homes with the right of return. And I think once we do that, then the how and which direction the political agreements can unfold becomes very critical, rather than keeping it to Israel and the United States determining both the specificity as well as designing an outcome which has been cementing Israeli control over historical Palestine day in and day out.
Okay, Hatem Bazian, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with us from Berkeley. We appreciate it.